Okay, what do we have? We have some Georgia Opalite from my friend John M. Lane. Interesting stuff. I already took some flakes off, but I'm going to take some more flakes. I'm not going to make big bifaces out of these. I'm going to make little bifaces. He was generous enough to send me some chunks of this stuff. It's raw, it's not heat treated or anything. It looks pretty easy to nap, but looks can be deceiving. I haven't napped any of it yet. I've just taken off some flakes. When I first received it, I finally got around to doing this. It's very, very crackly. Extremely easy to nap. As far as creating flakes, now I don't know how easy it is to keep it together in one piece. That was weird. Yeah, there it goes. Lots of cracks. Let me see, where's the good spot? Let's get rid of some of the cortex. Uh-oh. Yeah, it naps well, but unpredictably and extremely easily. I can remove a flake extremely easily. I should probably be using a piece of wood or something. Yeah, that's easier than obsidian. Easier than obsidian to flake. Amazing. Let's see. I need a thicker flake for this video. A larger, thicker flake. These are good, but let's see. Let's see. Maybe get rid of some of this cortex. I don't know. Should I try for a chunky? No, it's got way too many cracks. I can make a point out of this, but it's going to be very tiny. Yeah, easier to flake than obsidian. Yeah. Amazing. Okay. Let's see if we can get a reasonable size flake for the video. I got reasonable size flakes so far, but for the video, that's good size. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Let's try for another. I barely have to tap this stuff. Just barely. Oh, that's got some inclusions in it. It's got a nice bluish gray color. That's got inclusions in it, so I don't really want to deal with those right now. No. I couldn't even work. Earlier it was so hot today. It's still. I think it's like midnight and it's still hot. The buildings and the streets and everything retain the heat. So it takes forever to cool down. Let's see, should I continue to smack flakes off of this one or save it for later? That's so nice. I don't want to ruin it by not being careful. I'll take another one. Alrighty, yeah, I think I can work with that one. If not, I'll just get one of the other ones. If this one snaps on me. This is very snap and half-ish, I can already tell. Snap-ish and half-ish. This one's not quite as blue as the other one. Let's see what this... I think I took a flake off of this one too when I first got it. Let's see. Maybe not. I don't know. I forget too fast. I've slept too many times since then. Well, this one's got blue in it too. All right. Does the blue fade after a while? That would be interesting. Interesting. It's the same stuff. It looked a little different. I don't want to be too hasty. I don't want to be too hasty. That one broke into some pieces. I can make an arrowhead out of that. These are a little bit too clunky. Yeah. Looks like a nice big old beautiful flake if you look at the flake scar. Oh yes, that has some promise to it. I could tell that was already cracked. Where did it go? We can have a senior moment here. Yeah, see, I could tell it was already cracked right there, so I just hit that, opened it right up. Yeah, previous impact. It doesn't take much to cause this stuff to break. As you saw earlier, or as you are currently seeing. Yeah, I can use these. Well, this one's going to be a little difficult. It's got a curve. Maybe not that one. Alright, have you seen enough of the flake removals from the nodule? Yeah, I can use it. Is it big? Kinda, sorta. There's a lot of Crackiola pudding happening. Yep. A lot of cracks. Alright, I won't mess with this anymore. Got some stuff to work with over here. Alright. I should probably wear my gaiters because this stuff's going to be flying and it's going to be translucent. It's going to be similar to obsidian. But I won't. I'll take a chance. Get some flakes in my shoes. Yeah. They don't quite feel like obsidian flakes, but they're super sharp. Obviously. Not surprisingly. Yeah, I'm using steel on it. The hardest metal I got. On the softest material so far that I've ever knapped. Other than fused or fusible glass. It's very similar to fusible glass, I gotta say, now that I'm on the subject. But it's not a glass, it's an opalite. Opal. Sounds like a noise a frog makes. Opal. Oh, so nice. Oh, so nice. This is easy. I'm glad it's gonna be relatively easy. I'm all tuckered out. After it cooled down a little bit, I went through a napping spree, and I broke a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I got a bunch of broke some bifaces. The last thing I broke was a beautiful raw Georgia Jasper point coming right along. Well, I snapped it. I snapped a bunch of Georgia stuff. Yeah. Probably snap some more tomorrow. It's just too hot to be comfortable. No matter what fan I got, no matter how much ice water I've got. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, the trick is just to be gentle, apparently. It's not thin yet, so it appears to be pretty good. It could be divey. You know, I'm being very careful not to take too much off at once, because it could dive and just split the piece. What points from Georgia can I make with something like this? No, I'm just not going to be concerned with what the point from Georgia might be. No. I'm not going to be concerned with that. Not this time around. I got requests for points types. I got some point types on request that I haven't gotten to yet. I'm trying to go in order of, you know, do the oldest ones first, but I tend to do the backwards. You know, I'll get something and I'll say, wait, he just asked me yesterday, let's do it. And I'll forget about the guys that have been waiting for weeks or months. Yeah, it's not fair. I try to keep it organized. I got it all written down. One of the things about ADHD is even if I write it down, if I get distracted, I'll forget that I'm supposed to look at my list. Doesn't take much to distract an ADHD person. Not much at all. And sometimes I don't even need a distraction for my brain to change a channel on me. Thinking about one thing and all of a sudden it'll change the channel and I'll be thinking about something else. Remember the dials where you change the channel with the dial? That's what that is, in case you don't know. It's not a remote where you do this. You used to be able to change the channel moving the dial. It would go click, 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 click. Well, that's what the brain does. If you got what I got. It'll change the dial. Change what you're thinking right in the middle of doing something. Yeah, like when you're trying to remember something. Like, all right, where's that list? Where's that to-do list? And they're thinking, oh, I gotta make some food. Yeah, what was I thinking just then? I gotta go make some food. Cook some food. I wish I could make it, yeah. No, food can't be made. You gotta find it, buy it, hunt for it, grow it. I suppose if you grow either livestock or crops or whatever, if you grow the food, it's kind of like making it. I can already tell. I can already tell that this stuff's not going to be fun. Yep. Already. Yep, I can see it. I can see it. It was fun while it lasted. I don't know, maybe I should switch to aluminum. Right? Let's try aluminum. Just in case, maybe it's like a miracle cure for the crushings. Let's try some aluminum. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-dum-de-dum. I still get a little bit of crushing. A little bit. It feels alright though. It's 3/8 aluminum, by the way, in case you're wondering, which I know you are. Why does it matter? It doesn't matter really. You can adjust to a 1/2 inch or 3/8 or whatever size. 11/16. I don't know what size these come in. Doesn't really matter all that much. You got a bunch of scrap metal laying around. You don't know what diameters they are. Just use it. Doesn't matter. Don't go over to your scrap pile and go, let's see, give me a tape measure. I want to see exactly what that is in my junk pile. No, just leave the tape measure behind. Just grab a piece and use it. It doesn't matter. You will adjust. You will make the adjustment. Your brain is a magnificent machine. It will make the adjustment. But why did I choose 3/8? Because I don't need a big old chunker. I can use the 1/2 inch or the whatever, 5/8. just chose the skinny one because no reason. You know that no reason is a reason? Yeah. You didn't know that? Because no reason. Yeah. I learned that on Twitter. Twitter. So weird. The world is so weird. You would be proud of me. I did not get on Twitter today. And I tried to limit my exposure to that. Free speech is wonderful and all that, but it doesn't mean it's good speech or an interesting speech or entertaining speech. I must say the ads are getting better. I used to get ads that were stupid. Now it's almost scary how much they know, how well it knows me. Yeah. But, you know, I suppose it's okay because the ads are not that bad. I mean, at least I like looking at them. I'm not going to click on it. But yeah. Thank you very much for not showing me the stupid stuff you used to show me back in the day. And the recommendations that were stupid back in the day. They're not that stupid anymore. I think Twitter is getting smart. There's something going on behind the scenes is making it smarter. I don't know. I can't be distracted too much from this. There's a ADHD guy on Instagram who has excellent Instagram posts, but he gets on my nerves. Yeah, he knows about ADHD, and yeah, he puts his thumb on it every time. Or what do you call it? He's on the money. He knows, but he gets on my nerves because the guy's hyperactive. Yeah, we don't like each other's company. He gives me anxiety just watching him. His brain works faster than mine. I have to slow mine down purposefully. But if I had to slow mine down from a starting point where his is at, I would need like retro rockets or something to get slowed down. You know what, retro rockets? Is that what they call them? Retro rockets? The rockets that slow down the landing craft that go into space. Yeah. I've learned to slow down. But I still got to think about it many times. It's almost second nature. Well, I can't say that. Most times, yeah, it's slow. And then if I encounter people who talk fast or think fast or act fast, it gets on my nerves and it gives me anxiety. Yeah. You know, because it has that anxiety is that little irritation because I don't let it overwhelm me. It's just there as an irritation. Yep. Anybody know what I'm talking about? No? Statistically, there should be somebody out there who knows. Who knows about the irritants. Things that irritate and anxietize. Yeah, anxietize. Irritize and anxietize you. And then it goes away. It fades because you get distracted. What was I anxious about? I don't remember. Not off the top of my head. I'm reaching the limits of how much I want to thin this. Oh yes, it's starting to make me sweat. It's a sweat stage. The sweat stage is it's different from anxiety. It's more like I don't know, let me think about it. I'm a guy, I'm not in touch with my emotions, so I don't know what that emotion is. It's just a sweat stage. What is that emotion? Nervousness? Is that an emotion? Nervousness? I don't even know. Guys don't know these things. You gotta look it up. I gotta go on YouTube and look it up. What does it mean? What is the emotion attached to getting all nervous and sweaty? Exasperation? I know I'm not saying it right. Exasperation. I don't know. It's not exasperation. It's not desperation either. Uh-oh, this is like hard candy. Holy moly. This is probably what you guys are wondering how to do on this stuff. My goodness. Am I going to have to grind this down exceedingly rounded? Because I just barely touched this and flakes come off. Yeah, I don't know how. If I want to make a little bitty point out of this, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Maybe the spatula tool. Yeah, okay. Just push on the surface. Because dang, pushing on the edge, it's just crushiola pudding the whole way. Yeah, if you're on the surface and push down, you can still get fairly long flakes. How did I know to switch to the spatula tool? Because that's the only two tools I got. Yeah. I got the pointy and the spatula. Pointer and spatula. That's all I got. And they're both 16 penny nails. And I got another spatula. Where is it? This one here. This is a flattened 16 penny. This is just ground. This is flattened with a hammer. You hammer it first and then you know, file it down. 16 penny nails, oak dowels. Home Depot or Lowe's, whatever. Easy peasy. The only part that I have trouble with is drilling the holes. They go down about 3/4 of an inch to an inch. And I have to use my drill press because I'm a uncoordinated, I don't know what. I'm an uncoordinated monkey and I can't get those straight in unless I put them in my drill press with a special clamp. You know, vertical, perfectly vertical. It's actually 2 clamps. Yeah, I got it set up so I got 2 little clamps. Because I clamped the clamp. There's a clamp for this to hold it vertical, but then I got to clamp that clamp onto the table of my drill press. That little bitty drill press table. That's the only way I can do it. I've tried many times. Well, it's not the only way I can do it. I've done it to where I had a wonky, misaligned hole in the end. And I think this is slightly misaligned, so I might have just done that freehand. Yeah. I will do it freehand sometimes. I don't like making tools. No. I probably could have made a ton of money. Back in the day, I could have started making tools, you know, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Make bunches of money. Nope. I don't like it. I get a narrow range of interests, and even within that narrow range, there's subsets of irritants. How did I do it with the kids? Was I constantly irritated? Oh, yes. And sometimes I just didn't know how to deal with them. How do I deal with them? It's best that I don't, because if I start to deal, sometimes, you know, I'll start acting like I'm really angry. Just so I won't be anxious. And it won't be a good situation. No one likes grumpy, angry dad. So yeah, that was it. Sometimes I said, I don't know how to deal with this. Give me a minute, or ask your mother, or hold on, I'll deal with it in a minute. That kind of thing. And then you learn to chill after many episodes. Just it's actually easy to let it go. It comes right back, but you just let it go again. Can you see? I can't see that. It's so easy to nap. I don't even need to see. I could nap just blindfolded. It's so easy to nap. Yeah. I gotta admit, this stuff flakes like nobody's business. Right? That's an expression. Yada yada yada, like nobody's business. I like it when it's nobody's business. None of your business. It's none of your business. In fact, talking about kids, they start telling me stories about someone they know, and I said, no, I don't want to know about nobody's nasty business. Yeah, but Dad, this guy did no. I don't want to know about nobody's nasty business, because I know it's going to be nasty. Yeah. Yep, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. So they learned after a while. Don't tell Dad nobody's nasty business. And it's good. It's very good. You got nasty business? I don't want to know. No. I don't want to know nobody's nasty business. I always regret it if I say, okay, yeah, tell me the story. Okay, have you heard about yada yada? No. Go ahead and tell me a story. All right, well, this and that and this and that. Oh, dang it. Why? Now I can't unsee that. Dang it. Yeah. My brain has an excellent imagination for creating images related to stories I'm being told. Yeah. I don't want no images I can't unsee. And it's always related to these goober heads that people tell me about. Okay, here we go. I can't be distracted while I'm doing this. I lose a lot of the edge when I do this on this particular material. My goodness. That crunchy sound is the flakes that are still under there. It's not the crunching of the tip. I don't want no crunchings on the tip. See how I just took back too much? Dang it. I hate that. It's terrible. No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I can fix it. I don't care about losing length. No, I got over that many years ago. People say, what's the hardest thing to preserve in flint knapping? Other than the whole thing, because it'll snap in half. What other thing is the hardest to preserve? Length. The length is the hardest to preserve. Right? I think that's what it is. And then the thinness. Well, I don't know. What is next? Width? Is it hard to preserve? It is hard to preserve width if you want a nice clean surface. If you don't care about islands in the middle, then you can make them wide. Yeah. Easy. You're easy going. You don't care about the islands in the middle. Yeah, just you can make them wide. No problems. But if you like it nice and smooth, or with a nice pattern, or coast to coast flaking, it's got to be narrow. And it will get narrow. You don't do it on purpose. It'll just get narrow. Just by design. Yeah. Just the nature of the beast. If you want it nice and smooth. So this is going to be a little bit hefty. I could probably go a little thinner. But there's no way. There's no way I am going to risk it. No. No. Not even for you guys. No. The hardcore people still here after 38 minutes. I'm not going to risk it. This stuff snaps so easily. When I was, spalling off little flakes, I could tell this stuff probably snap in half while I'm trying to do this. If I'm not careful. Yeah. It's going to be sneaky and snap in half right when I least expect it. Man, it's so easy to push a flake across. As long as the edge is rounded enough and ground down enough. Yeah. That didn't take any effort at all. Yeah, it's good, but it's got to have a nice tough spot on that edge to push on. If not, it just crunch. You get a bunch of crunchy-ola pudding. This is actually quite relaxing. I was getting a little bit sweaty, but after I've been pressure flaking on this and it's not too thin, I didn't thin it down a lot. It's actually relaxing. Yeah. If you guys can find more of this, yeah, it could be a relaxing evening of napping with some of this stuff. It naps easier than Obsidian, and like I said, I'm going to say that again and again. It's amazing. Yeah. There's some Dasite that I had that napped super easy like this. Very similar, but it was terrible. That Dasite was terrible. It was all bubbly and crunchy, but it napped so easily. Very similar to this, but not as nice. This one actually flakes. Oh yeah. I could probably explore doing parallel flaking with some of this stuff. Maybe. I haven't pushed it to the limit, so I don't know how easy it overshoots. Because you can overshoot with pressure flaking too. It's not just a percussion thing. You can push real hard and overshoot with a flake that you used pressure on. Yeah. That's irritating. Yeah, I gotta say, getting an overshot with pressure is highly irritating. Why do I say that way? Because that's just it. You know, I had to say it that way because that's the mood I get in. Yeah. Who watched that movie, No Country for Old Men? You know, I think I saw it a long time ago. Oh, yeah, I know I did. I saw it a long time ago, but I didn't remember the plot that well. I forgot there were some of the things in the plot, and I wasn't paying attention that well. You know, when you're married and watching movies, and you got kids, it's very rare that you actually get to sit peacefully through the whole movie without something happening. You know, your wife gets a phone call. One of the kids walks in. Hey, I lost my da-da-da. You lost it? Yeah, I just had it. I can't find it. Can you help me find it? I need it. Okay. Pause the movie. Come back. That's not the one I needed. It's the other one. Yeah, but you said it was... Yeah, but it's not the right one. Okay, pause the movie again. Oh yeah, and I need something for tomorrow for school. Can you go get it? Yeah, but it's like 9 o'clock. Yeah, but I need it. Why am I remembering this stuff? It's just so funny sometimes. Now it is. Back then it was like, oh my goodness. Is it going to be like this forever? Is it going to be like this forever? No. It seems like it might, but it's not. It won't be like that forever. And then you end up missing it. You end up missing the little kids. When they're little, when they're small enough you can throw them up in the air. Yeah. You miss that. Even though that's the stage where I can't find it. I lost it. Or they don't even notice. You just ask them, okay, where's the doodly-doo? I don't know. What do you mean I don't know? Yeah, I don't know. You didn't lose it, did you? I don't know. You just had it. I just gave it to you. Yeah, I know, but I don't see it. All right. No big deal. Right? Sometimes it's a big deal, though. But after 200 big deals, it's like, okay, fine, no big deal. If I find it, you're gonna lose it again anyway. If I find it for you, you'll lose it again anyway. Or it's gonna be broken. What happened to it? I broke it. You broke it? You didn't tell me. Yeah, I know. Okay, where is it? I don't know where it is. Okay. Fine. Everything becomes, okay, fine. All right, fine. That becomes your life. Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah. I'll get you another one. Really? Yeah. Got no choice. Even if we find it, it's broken. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is so dicey. I'm lucky I didn't pop the barb off on that one. Dang. I gotta pay attention to these things. And yes, I know the near misses. You gotta be able to recognize when you're lucky that, oh, that didn't, I'm so lucky that didn't expand out and take off the barb. Yeah. It's relatively thick too, so I gotta add some pretty good pressure. And you know what happens when you start adding pretty good pressure? Oh yes. Now, should I make a certain point out of it or just leave it? I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. I think on some of these points, some of these that have this kind of notching, they had these pointy ends on them down here, but I can't do it. They had these little barbs coming off the ears at the very end down here. I think, I don't know, I seem to remember some of them like that, but I can't do it very well on this because I lost the tip of that barb. Right? If it was a little more square. Anyway, let me just regularize it. Almost done. Yeah, I don't want to mess with this. I don't want to mess with it at all. It's too delicate. And would I actually use this for real arrowheads back in the day? I don't know. I probably would not. Even though if I had this available to make arrowheads from, if I needed to make something to kill an animal with, I'm not sure I would use this. It is very, very delicate. Yeah, I'd be out in the sticks, and then within 5 minutes I'd break it. Dang it, I hit a twig. Ding. There goes my point. There goes the point of the point. I just hit a twig. That's it. I just brushed up against a little half-inch wide twig, ding, and the whole tip popped off. Yeah, that's what would happen to me back in the day. If I used something like this for my arrowheads. I don't know about you. Is it still a little bit too thick? It is a little bit too thick, but I don't want to break it by trying to thin it some more. Nope, nope, nope. You know, I could, this is a little bit lumpy on that side. There's a lump right there. I could, you know, shoot flakes in from the sides and from the base. Well, maybe not. Maybe not from the base, because there's some weird stuff going on there. But from the sides, I could probably get rid of some of that bumpiness. Make it easier to half, but then it would also make it easier to snap. Yeah. So forget that idea. This one is not wide enough for this handle. So yeah, I do have episodes where I don't make them to spec. Okay? Yeah, I was just working with what I got with this one. Trying to maximize it. Nice color. Yeah. But very, very delicate. Dang it. Dang it, dang it. I don't know if I could do that again. With such ease and with such nonchalance. Is that a word? Yeah, look at that. I can nap it with a piece of wood. With my handle of my pressure flaker. Let's get this out of the other. Let's get this out of the hand. See what I can do with the piece of wood. Oh yeah. Yeah, wood naps it. Yep. You mean there's something I can go to Home Depot and get to nap it with? Yeah, it naps it. You're seeing it here, folks. Live on camera. Yeah. This opalite can be napped with wood easily. Hey man, this is a natural material. What are you doing with it? Yeah, I know. It's a natural material. I have been known to use natural materials, okay? For my napping. And I know how to do it. It's like riding a bike. Yeah. Leave me alone. Yeah, you can get rough shapes. That red is the marker I got on here for identification. Yeah. So yeah, I could make another one. I roughed it out. I might be able to get one of similar size. It won't be as long, but it'll be similar. Yeah. Yeah, it won't be as long. But yeah, I roughed it out. What happens if I rough this out? Using wood. Get rid of that delicate area. Can you use wood on obsidian? Yep. Really? I can use a broomstick? I can use my uncle's old baseball bat? I don't know. What's it made out of? Yeah, just go for it, dude. You got some Georgia opalite? Yeah. You can use anything. I bet you can just reach in your closet and get something out and start napping with it. Like a shoe with a hard heel. That'll nap it. Yeah, get yourself a boot with some hard soles and the hard heel on there, and you can nap it with a boot. Yeah, not kidding. I wish I was. Not that funny. Alright. Yeah, it's interesting stuff. Interesting. Is it an hour yet? I could yap for another 5 minutes. Naps with wood for another 5 minutes. Do I have an interesting piece of wood that might work better? I wonder if I had a piece of Osage or something. You think I might have a piece of Osage? I might. Let me look. I think I made an arrow straightener a long time ago. I made that Osage. Let me see if I got it. Hold on. Some of you are thinking, oh, the sound is off. He's already got the Osage in his hand. No, that's because I'm being stupid. I'm going to snap it. I'm going to snap the wood. But yeah, look, see? Yeah. Why am I not grinding? Why am I not grinding? I don't like grinding. You know that. Yeah. What is this? It's an arrow straightener, but it's crude because I haven't rounded off. I need to round off these areas because it puts dents. It puts dents in the wood when it's squared off like this. I made it really quickly, and I was straightening some cane, some hill cane with it. But now I'm napping some Georgia opalite. Yeah. You guys got Osage in Georgia, right? Pretty sure it's everywhere now. Yeah. Are you seeing it, or am I too zoomed in? It's not eating it up that bad. Yeah. I wouldn't want to do the whole thing with wood, but it's good to get it roughed out. Yeah. Knocks off the delicate areas so that you can snap it in half as soon as you start with the copper or the hammerstone. Yeah. It's ready for you to snap in half now. Ready for me to snap in half. Okay. What about little pieces? Still got 1 more minute before there's an hour. Solved that problem. I didn't want the long tip on there. Holy moly. Okay, before I get carried away with that one. Oh my goodness. I don't know, man. I think I might want to nap sugar. Yep. Dang it. I'd rather nap sugar, hard candy, than nap this. Yeah, this is very snap and halfish. Yeah, I'm being a little careless because you saw the big block I have. Yeah. John was very generous. I still got a bunch, even if I mess these all up. It sounds weird. It sounds like alien stone. Yeah. Very weird. Okay, that's it, boys and girls. Time's up. Very interesting, I must say. Although it's this kind of stuff is not for someone like me who is clumsy out in the woods. I wouldn't snap the tip off unless I made it really thick. Yeah. Very cool. All right, there you go. That's it.